Obviously, in my team, you can pick your starting five.
Sometimes you gotta remind them. They can't hold me back. They can't hold me up. Had nothing growing up. The crowd will come out every time they know who's showing up. Oh, look who blowing up. Oh, look who going dumb. Oh, they know when I'm on the court, I'm shooting lights out. Yeah, 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 yeah. When I'm on the court, I'm shooting lights out. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce.
You could call this a boomerang trip for them. Hitting the road, and just as soon as they've left, they're headed back home again. So hopefully they're well rested and can make the most of these games.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Al Horford out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Willie Hernangomez. And it's Boss in at the 2. Oh, got that one up quick.
Boy, that's quality defense. Jalen Brunson just keeps his composure and focus.
Pass to Williams. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Away team ball.
And so Anunoby will bring it up for Baltimore. Here's Boss. Fires in the triple.
That's just outstanding floor awareness from Jalen Brunson. Doesn't matter if he's at the 1 or the 2. He always makes the right play.
Wall, the pass to Jackson. And here is Williams. Back to Jackson. 4-3. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. Here's Hernangomez. Drains the triple.
Well, the developing jump shooting ability, something Willie's coaches hope can become a bigger part of his arsenal.
Controls the rebound. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Barons. They lead by 5.
9. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Timberwolves.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how the Barons are doing, guys, your thoughts?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And Baltimore, looking at who they've got Terrence Mann, OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Boss in at center, filling out the middle.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Here's Brunson outside, and Brunson buries the contested 3.
It's gotten to the point where you have to chase Jalen Brunson off the perimeter. This guy will really hurt you from deep.
Here's Harden, and he makes no mistake. Slam.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
NBA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powered it home like that.
We're talking about a dynamic playmaker with exceptional vision. Go ahead, John Wall.
Jacks up a 3, and it's Wall with the block. 3 on 3. The shot from 20 feet out. That one a little long. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Barons. Up.
The away team, 17.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half. Looking at the Barons, Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
They run this offense defense. Each guy seems to understand his role.
And that
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You look at Jalen Brunson, what a contribution.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Jaren Jackson out there with Achua. Then it's James Harden. Then there's John Wall. And it's Williams in at the 3 slot. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
This is one of the staples of John Wall's games ever since he came out of Kentucky. Put it on the deck and get to the cup.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Jackson, and good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Jackson's got 6.
Yeah, that's how Jackson's most effective, playing aggressive around the basket.
Ooh, costly foul there. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws. And the foul called on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Jaren Jackson picks one up. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Johnson, he's checked in for Achua. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Harden. And Sumner subbed in for Wall.
Well, we call this high IQ and good instincts for the game, and these things Willie relies on to succeed at this level.
Williams' shot is good. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter, and here's Payne outside. Sinks it from distance. Payne's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Sumner pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, you have to admire the size and strength of Jackson Jr. Just fantastic work establishing himself inside and slamming it down.
We've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Barons. They lead by 5. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Baltimore, looking at who they've got, we've got OG Anunoby. He's out there with Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson is out there with Willie Hernangomez. And it's Boss in at the shooting guard position. And Minnesota calls time here. They're down by 5. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. John Wall, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. And they were blunt with their team, telling them if they want to win, the comeback has to start right now. They can't waste any possessions. Plus, they told the players, we need some stops. A very direct way to communicate, Brian.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And an intentional foul right there.
James Harden. First personal foul. Second team foul.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6.
Now, the more opportunity that has been given to OG Anunoby, the more this young man shines. He is a multi-dimensional talent. Gives you great defense nightly and growing on the offensive end.
Harden's got space. Hernangomez with a rebound.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Boss, good.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Fires for 3. He drops it from range.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Johnson. Misses. So it's Baltimore picking up the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that's going to...
C'est un truc de fou si elle appelle Channing Frye.
我连不在，车走得开得飞快，团结的一直对外，同着的我们最帅，社会上关系人，把头发都梳成了3级粉，不要来跟我们攀比，把生意快栽到了别人的山里。
2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with the broadcast from Washington, the home of the Wizards. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony alongside, I'm Kevin Harlan. And from the sidelines, it's our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. And with the road trip approaching, the Wizards play the final game of their homestand. Still trying to find that groove they had last year. They'd like to grab hold of some new momentum and get closer to where they were a season ago. Now the starting group for Baltimore.
OG
They've got
Anunoby.
Jalen Brunson out there with Moss. Then there's Hernan Gomez. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. Now here's Butler. And Ayton throws it down.
I wouldn't want to be that rim. Goodness, Ayton knows how to attack something with force.
From deep, Brunson. Bangs home the trifecta.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
Outside Butler. We've got 13 seconds left in the first. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offline from the high post. Good if it goes.
The score at the end of the first quarter. Your Wizards. For the visiting team.
Boy, that was close. Got it in just in the nick of time.
And so the first quarter is in the books. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Baltimore.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
We've got Evan Fournier, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Davis Bertans. Then there's Dick in at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards.
While he's a bit undersized for a forward,
OG
he more than makes up
Anunoby.
for it with his back.
3-point field
He
goal.
can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Anunoby's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GM. He really does put pressure.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or
Substitution
a play
on the
like
court.
this right in your face.
Chris Boucher is checked in for the Wizards.
3-point field goal.
Then for Baltimore, Hernan Gomez comes in for Josh Hart. And Al Horford subbed in for Terrence Mann. Hayes down low, guarded by Horford. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Vanderbilt's got 5 points so far.
We'll come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire.
OG
right there.
Anunoby.
And I'm coming for my revenge.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Just playing with poise and
That's the end of the first half with the score. Your Wizards.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush.
The away team,
letting their shots come down.
22.
And so it's Baltimore holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. Well, for Baltimore, Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
The difference so far has been the efficiency of their offense. The ball movement is really good. They're not afraid to use the whole shot clock.
And that'll do it.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Here are the Barons. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Setting the floor for the
Jalen
Barons.
Brunson.
Horford is out there with Anunoby. Then there's Boss. Then there's Hernan Gomez. And it's Brunson in at the point guard position. And stolen by Ayton. And that one, good.
DeAndre
Ayton's got his third basket of the night.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Al Horford.
And that's his game.
Field goal.
Ignore the D. Focus on what you do and knock down that triple.
Hernangomez against McCollum. Ayton. And Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Three-pointer, Horford. Rebound by the Wizards. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. A three from McCollum. Horford with the rebound. Hernangomez, that's a two-pointer. Over Ayton. And good. Got the English that time.
Assist goes to
Horford's got the 14 now for Baltimore. And so it's Baltimore with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close.
Your Wizards, 15. The away team,
20 now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand.
First personal foul. First team foul.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A
away
dominant
team
performance
foul.
and an outstanding win.
Second personal foul.
In the end, they had a better
Second
shooting percentage,
foul.
and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And they took charge
Jalen
when it
Brunson.
counted. They'll be notching their 9th win overall.
Time out on the
And
floor.
so they win their
Wizards
first game
timeout.
against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep.
DC family,
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for OG Anunoby.
That was
He
your
did a
Wizards.
great job following his team's game plan and not
Make
rushing
some
anything in
noise.
offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Butler out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Sharp.
Billy
And it's Ayton
Hernangomez.
in at the center position.
Three-point field
That's the
goal.
5 on the 4 for the Wizards. Not loose. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Solomon passes to Hernangomez. Lets it go. And Baltimore again with the bucket.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And it was going back and forth there for a while, but now starting to just stretch out that lead a bit. They're definitely looking like the better team.
And so it's Baltimore with the win. This
That's
one was
the end
over
of
well
the game.
before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for
We'd like to
something
thank
to get
everyone
excited
for
about,
coming
Greg,
out
but they
and
never got
supporting
it.
your
They sure
team.
did. I mean,
Please
they
make
just
sure you get home
rolled
safely.
this win.
We'll
They made
see
it
you
look
next game.
easy. What an
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce.
And this starts a very short homestand for them. And while it's only a few games, they have to take advantage of the opportunity to feed off their crowd.
And to look at the starters for the Knicks. Devin Booker out there with Cole Anthony. Then there's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Miles Bridges. And it's Exum in at the 3.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
You know, we've become accustomed to Brunson making tough shots just like that.
Pass to Booker. Anthony in the post. Bridges passes to Anthony. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
Nice, smooth jump shot from Anthony. I like him in that medium-range area.
Here's Hernan Gomez. Connects from downtown.
Because of the clear height advantage, he gets the shot he's looking for.
There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Booker for 3. Drills it from deep.
Oh, that was quick. Booker getting those 3 points back easily.
And here's Brunson from the arc. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Shooting from New York. Guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Outside Payne. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, they want to get the call right, and the league is taking steps to speed the process with the Replay Review Center in Secaucus queuing up the footage for the officials.
And the ruling is in. Call stands. No bucket.
That's
so
the end
no
of the
change
first
in the
quarter.
score as we end the quarter.
Your Barons.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Barons leading by 1. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how the Barons are doing,
they're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
We've got OG Anunoby. Substitution is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Boss in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Knicks, Nicholas Batum out there with Goga Bitadze. Then there's Alec Burks. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Diallo in at the 3, the small forward. Now the Knicks with it.
Baltimore
7-point differential.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
Brunson passes to Boss. Launches a 3. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Boss has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Man, they're just getting run over right now.
And you can really see they're starting to show some frustration.
Here's Anthony. And it's Brunson with the rebound.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Counted from distance. Anunoby's got 6 in the quarter.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
They're leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out too much.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half, looking at the Barons. Kenny, give us your take.
Well, they were completely in rhythm shooting the back.
And that...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You look at Jalen Brunson. What a contribution.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
They've got Jalen Brunson, Al Horford out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Willie Hernangomez. And it's Boss in at the 2 spot. And for New York, Cole Anthony out there with Devin Booker. Then it's Miles Bridges. Then there's Rudy Gobert. And it's Exum in at the 3. Got a piece of it. For 3. Knocks it down from distance. Anunoby's got 12 points.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Pass to Horford. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the 3. Horford's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
The shot, no good. And so it's Baltimore firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for Baltimore.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for OG Anunoby.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Willie Hernangomez. And it's Boss in at the 2. Sends it home for 3-point land.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Substitution on the court.
It's Baltimore picking up the win.
Baltimore.
Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
Type of debate, we talking about popping, I promise I'm feeling the way. I took the bodies up out of my closet, I buried them deep and they still in the way. I know some little got baptized, guys, they can't put the drilling away. Had to part ways with the sad vibe, bad guy, you might be a villain today. Ask God why I didn't get an answer, why I lose my brother to... Why I lose my grandma to cancer? Why me, God, I need answers. Why a young straight out of Atlanta? Why the trying to jam us? Why I keep getting all of these chances? Why me, God, I need answers. Speak your mind and you might get canceled. Pinky ring and it cost me a fan.
So you made the right affiliation choice with Elite. You have your music in the game. You have your build in the game. What's all this mean to you?
I started on the spot just trying to ask people to play.
The witness, the evidence tamper. Dirty money, the safest to hamper. Yeah, my a star and I stamped her. P.E. Jordan 3, this a sampler. I don't want to do it, but I gotta do it. Gotta, if it's me or you, he gotta wait from the haters, say hallelujah. Be crazy to be the closest to you. It's okay, cause they know that I come to do it. Hold your V up for Virgil, exclusive Louis. I hit a you, hitting and glistening the movies.
Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. You talk about a team on a roll, guys. This is quite a start they've had. 10 consecutive wins to start the season.
And they've really hit the ground here running. And it's hard to imagine things coming together for them any better than they have. They have literally been dominant thus far early in the season.
Now let's take a look at the Sonics opening lineup. Bogdanovich out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's Ingram. And it's Lee at the shooting guard.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Shoots. And Baltimore again with the button.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Solid response from Brunson. I love how competitive this guy is.
The three. And it's Ingram missing. And so it's Baltimore in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've got good shots. A lot of good shots. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Baltimore.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Here are the 5 for Seattle to start the second quarter. We've got Monte Morris. Reggie Bullock is out there with Reed. And it's Crawford in at the 2.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Zohan, the pass to Reed. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Supersonics shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Barons. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Josh Hart. And it's Horford in for Terrence Mann. Here's Solomon, and Baltimore hits again from deep.
And they are starting to go away here as the shots continue to fall.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
First personal foul. They have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far. The first one falls. Some changes here for the Barons. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Martin comes in for OG Anunoby. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Payne's shot is good.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
The Sonics have shot 79% of the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
At the line for the
Supersonics. Not only a great story in his own right, starting to find out just how capable he is as a talent in this league, but also for executives about being patient and letting that talent develop.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together.
That's the end of the second quarter with the score.
Is something to be admired.
Baltimore.
And so it's Baltimore with
Seattle team 8.
Fans, please give a big round of
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Looking at the Barons. Kenny, what was your impression?
Well, it went downtown and threw a party. And fortunately, we were all invited. The key is their shooters weren't afraid to pull the trigger on open looks. And it's a blowout right now.
Shaq, let's get your insight on the... And that'll...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boss with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Horford is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Boss. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Sonics, they've got Adebayo. Ingram is out there at Bogdanovich. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Lee in at the 2-guard. He's in from 3-point range.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time
Idris
and time
Bam
again.
Adebayo.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Knocks down the three ball.
Jalen Brunson.
Brunson's got 9 points here in the second half. To the paint, here's Adebayo. And
Idris Bam
throws it
Adebayo.
down.
Well, the size that Brogdon has at the point guard, a good job of finding somebody over the top.
That one falls.
He's got a lower than average volume here tonight, but his efficiency doing it has helped the team build the lead.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. It's good from long range. Brunson's got 12 now in this quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Shoots over Brogdon. He claims that one off the back and down it falls. Jalen Brunson has been on display for the Barons.
Your
He went on
Barons,
an aerial
42.
three-point display,
The Seattle
drilling
team,
4 long
18.
balls in just the 1 quarter alone. Right back after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. As we get going in quarter number 4. Moss is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Hernan Gomez. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Hart in at the 3 slot.
Stanley Johnson.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Brunson.
Jalen Brunson. Dimer for Josh Hart.
To close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
Three-pointer.
Trains it from beyond the arc.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Here's Morris driving in, and Morris throws it down.
Great finish on the drive from Morris. This is what happens when you give him the lane.
And here's Brunson outside. Baltimore hits again from deep.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities
Out of
from deep.
The ball
I don't know
goes
how
to
they
Seattle.
keep doing this, but every time
Substitution
down,
on the court.
the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Got a piece of it. And so it's Baltimore with the
Baltimore,
win. This game
53,
may have been the most
Seattle
exciting
team,
we've ever seen.
22.
We have to appreciate just what a clinical performance
Thanks
they
again,
put on.
folks, for coming out and supporting your basketball team. Drive home safely and see you again soon.
Stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll do it, folks, for Brent Bear.
Pull up the tune, up the room, straight to the DJ. Pull up the tune, up the room, straight to the moon again.
All right, Bash, I say we take this to the theater. Right now, at the time that we're recording this, there's a
Welcome, folks, and what better way to celebrate the end of the week? Friday night basketball on 2K Sports. Joining me tonight, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. I'm Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce.
And at the offensive end, they were lights out in that game. They found all sorts of ways to punish the D.
You know, I love what the coaches did tonight. They pushed the right buttons time and time again.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Willie Hernangomez, Al Horford out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Boss in at the shooting guard position.
He gets to the line a lot. Van Carroll knows that and works on those shots at practice. Doesn't need a lot of room to get off his shot. That was money.
Oh, stolen by Anunoby.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first. There's the three. Gets the three to fall. Anunoby's got 8 points.
And as OG develops the rest of his skill set, this is one thing he can rely upon, that three-point shot.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Pure from three-point range.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
I totally agree. They just can't be stopped. They're just firing on all cylinders.
And so it's Baltimore earning this break in the action, up 10. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And when you consider how the Barons are doing, guys, your thoughts?
I'll tell you what, judging from that first period, you have to love what they're doing offensively.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
And Baltimore, looking at who they've got. They've got Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson is out there with Terrence Mann. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Boss in at the 5 down low. Porter the pass to Hawkins. Cash assisting on the play was Porter.
And wanting to elevate his playmaking skills, Porter Jr. continues to impress with his passing ability.
And there's the whistle. And I think that was a clear path foul there. Yep, the offense will get one shot at the line and retain possession. Grant, when teams come to play the Denver Nuggets, it's not just another regular game in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I mean, the altitude of the mile-high city is an adjustment for many players, BA. Even if some guys say it doesn't affect them, don't let them fool you. It takes some getting used to. Trust me, I know.
Reddish is checked in for Porter Jr. Hernangomez is checked in for Baltimore. Al Horford comes in for Mann. And the three-pointer goes.
3 points.
And he can still do so many things for you. Big Al calmly knocking it down from distance.
Hawkins can't get it to go. Here's Boss. Hits the three-pointer.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
The ball's knocked loose. Got it up. Can't get it to drop.
That's
so we conclude the first half.
With a score,
it's the Barons. They're up by 10.
The Barons, 20.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Looking at the Barons. Chat, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
They're running the offense beautifully. This good look.
And that should do it with the second.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Boy, without question, OG Anunoby displaying all his skills today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
LaMelo Ball is out there with Kevin Porter. Then there's Ben Caro. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Williams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Here's Hernangomez on target from range. Hernangomez has got his first 3 points of the game. And it's Porter with the ball for Denver, trailing by 13. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Lets it go. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Anunoby for three. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
He's been so aggressive on offense. And with the results, understand why.
That's his first personal foul.
Success breeds
First
confidence,
team foul.
and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
And the acceleration off the drive is amazing. All can be tough to catch up to.
At the line for your Nuggets.
And so Ball nails both of them. 7 seconds left in the third. And here's Payne outside. Buries it from 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Looks smart when the shots are going down.
With the score,
and so it's Baltimore
your Nuggets,
out in front by
15,
19 going into the break. It hasn't taken them
34.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Baltimore, looking at who they've got, OG Anunoby out there with Willie Hernangomez. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Josh Hart, and it's Boss in at the 2 guard.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Hawkins, the pass to Davis. Now Reddish. And Anunoby pulls it down.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Ball stolen. Now Davis.
Barron's foul. That's his second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Poke loose. So it's Baltimore picking up the win.
That's the end of the game.
A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It wasn't enemy territory.
Please drive home safely,
Controlled
and
the
we hope
game.
to see you
Took
again at
the
the
crowd
next event.
completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson.
Stay down. Yep, right there.
Uh-oh.
And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Game after game, the unbroken streak of wins to start their season continues.
I think for the Barons, what an ideal start for them this season. I mean, it takes some teams a while to kind of come together. Not this group. They were ready right from the start.
Detroit ball. What a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
Here's Jerome. LeBron outside, fires the three. Baltimore with the rebound. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. James is out there with Miller. And there's Miles Turner. And it's Thompson. And it's Jerome in at the point. Last outing for Baltimore. They won that game against Denver. A steal. And here's Hernan Gomez outside. And Baltimore hits again from deep. For the Pistons, it's been a slow start here. 6-point game. Tipped away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford.
Detroit ball. Substitution on the court.
Here's Powell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's going to go.
First personal foul.
See, the athleticism of Norman Powell is a problem. This guy understands how to get defenders committed to him.
And so Powell nails both of them.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Here's Payne. And Baltimore hits again from deep.
Beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small
That's the end of the first quarter with the score.
Kind of letdown
Your Barons.
And so it's Baltimore heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We come back right after this. For those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far, guys, from the Barons.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. They've got one. Okoro out there with James. And there's Miles Turner, and it's Powell in at the shooting guard. Here's Hart. That one a tad off to the right, but drops in for him.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap.
Baltimore foul call. First personal foul. First team foul.
Over this last stretch.
Substitution on the court.
Changes here for the Barons. Hernan Gomez comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Horford in for Terrence Mann. Detroit also making some changes. Miller's checked in for Okoro. Thompson comes in for Powell. And it's Ty Jerome in for Black.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
The shot's good from Brunson.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
And Baltimore again with the bucket.
That's business right there. Jalen Brunson, the catch, shoot, and on to the next play.
Jalen Brunson has been on display for Baltimore. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance.
The Pistons.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. Well, for Baltimore, Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
I like what they're doing offensively. Looking at their field goal percentage, they're moving the ball.
And that'll do it for...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Jalen Brunson out there with Boss. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Horford. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 5 down low.
Ty Jerome.
For the Pistons.
Assist goes to
They've got LeBron James.
Thompson.
He's out there with Turner. Miller is out there with Thompson. And it's Jerome in at the point guard position.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Here is the long-range jumper.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching.
LeBron
There's
James.
attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
There's the competitive fire of LeBron, getting those 3 points right back. Always quick with an answer. And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half.
Baltimore
And
foul
I think
call.
it's been all
OG
about their
Anunoby.
offensive efficiency,
Second
shooting
personal
the
foul.
lights out in
First
this
team
quarter.
foul.
I mean, even from over
Shooting
here,
for
you
Detroit.
see that one
LeBron
pretty clear.
James.
What's
2
remarkable
shots.
about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
Here's Payne. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the
That's the end of the
It
third
may be
quarter
the
with the
hardest
score.
thing to do in
Your
basketball.
Barons.
Close under
40.
control, and
The
he's
Detroit
more
team.
than up to the task.
10.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Baltimore on top as they end the third quarter on a 15-6 run. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Hart is out there with Anunoby. Then there's Boss. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 5. From deep, Brunson, 9 for 9. Deadly accurate. Like guys he cannot miss.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Ntilikina passes to Roddy. No good with the triple. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Baltimore. And Baltimore hits a hit from Team Brunson.
We call that, folks, the stop and pop. Jalen Brunson with the pull-up J.
And the foul
Baltimore foul call.
OG Anunoby.
OG Anunoby.
His third foul so
Third
far.
personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Thompson. Poked away. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And Baltimore hits a hit from deep.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
And so the Barons take the win.
Your
And the
Barons,
outcome of this
51,
one was never in
the
doubt.
Detroit team.
And boy, they really put in a supreme
Thank you,
effort.
everyone, for
just
making it
felt
out to
like
the game,
once
and
they
we hope you had a
that
great
lead,
time.
it was
Drive home safely,
They
and
were
we will
not
see you next
going
time.
to relinquish it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David All.
Better line like we do a show, then it's like a parade. It's very rare that we make a mistake. Used to want love till I learned that it's face. Took it the stuff, you ain't got what it takes. Said I'm with 4, but I'm rolling with 8. Get to the door, then they let us in straight. Ain't on the base. Then we skate. Really ain't fair anytime that we play. Used to want love, now I think I need hate. More love or medium steak. Oh, I feel great. How many years I've been keeping my space, keeping my room, moving like Mew. I'm number 2. Please don't mistake what
All right, here we go. He's gonna come up. Got you. That's easy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, one stop. One stop.
Oh, he just popped his mamba. Okay.
Oh,
I'm here.
That should be off.
Good defense. Ooh, that was a big shot right there.
That was a big shot.
I say on these tunes. Better than who, you ain't better than dudes. I got better and better improved. I'm on some veteran moves. I might just move to the States. Buy me a when I'm good. I don't know.
Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Here we go. You know, for the Barons, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Al Horford, Also, OG Anunoby out there. Jalen Brunson is out there with Willie Hernangomez. And it's Boss in a shooting guard. Here's Boss. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Now here's Horford. The three. It's the trifecta.
Al Horford.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
That's tipped. And here they come. And here's Brunson from the arc. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
The ball
Ball out of
goes
play.
to the away
The
team.
Barons will have it.
Substitution on the court.
Five ticks left to play in the first.
They've shown so
Cameron
much energy
Payne.
right from the start,
3 points.
particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the
That's the
opposition
end
has
of the
not
first
been
quarter
able
with a
to
score.
respond.
And so it's
Spurs,
Baltimore liking
0.
their chances.
The away
Ending the
team,
quarter with a 15-point lead.
15.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Baltimore.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also the
San
coaching
Antonio,
staff has to love the
Patrick
hustle
Williams.
so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
And Baltimore, looking at who they've got Terrence Mann. Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Boss in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
The three from Prince. And it's Brunson with the rebound.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
OG
Gets the three ball to
Anunoby.
go.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
To the paint. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
Another assist in the career of D. Rose.
And there's Brunson. That one's good.
Brunson.
On the assist by Horford. Brunson's got 5 points now in the quarter. Horford with the block. Now Hernangomez. Deflected. There's the triple. And so it's
That's the end of the
Baltimore up
first half
19
of the
points
score.
as the quarter comes to a
Spurs,
close.
4.
Thanks very much, Allie.
The
We'll be back
visiting
soon
team,
to start the second half of
23.
basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K. Well, for Baltimore, Kenny, how'd you see it?
They were in such a mood that entire first.
And now with the second.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Jalen Brunson. What a contribution.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Okongwu out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Damian Lillard. Then it's Franz
Billy
Wagner.
Hernangomez.
And it's Ross in at the 2 guard. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. A challenging stretch here for San Antonio. And that'll be San Antonio's ball as it goes out of bounds.
San
Spurs
Antonio
able to keep
ball.
the possession. Now here's Ross. Inside. Blocked. He tries for 3. Hernangomez gets
Billy
the bucket.
Hernangomez.
Hernangomez
3
has got
points.
9. And it's Lillard with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. It's Ross on the wing. Off target with the open look.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Ross, good.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep
Jalen
falling.
Brunson.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First
About a
team
minute
foul.
played here in the second half. That shot wide open. Lillard's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Lillard gets so much lift on his three-pointers, it's almost effortless how he shoots.
Three.
Man, this is just fun. These
That's
teams
the
are
end
trading
of the
threes
third
back
quarter with
and
the
forth.
score.
This is today's
Spurs,
NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often
The away
than not.
team, 34.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And Baltimore, looking at who they've got Josh Hart. Willie Hernan-Gomez is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Boss in at the 2.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Barons.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. We'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jalen Brunson.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
And stolen by Brunson over Rose, and it's in after a
Jalen
nice
Brunson.
bounce off the right iron.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any rookie.
That's the end of the
comebacks.
game.
Look, they put this one to bed.
So it's
Folks, we'd like to
Baltimore
thank you for
picking up the
coming out
win.
and supporting
Boy, this
your
crowd
team.
has to be
Please drive
shocked
home
by the
safely,
way their team
and we
was
hope to see you
dismantled.
again.
Said I ain't got no friends on my blood to me. Spill it in your ear, if that's funny. Hey, not my vibe. I'm getting money, yeah, I'm fine. If I call you bro, you better.
It's time for your time.
Ride out. Just tell me what's the word and we gon' slide on, guys. Me and bros keep no sleep. Don't approach me if you ain't got no love for me. I ain't got no friends on my like blood to me. Treat my whole just like brothers. If I call you my brother, then we gon' ride. I love you forever, my guy for life. You know it's whatever. If you fight, I fight. Tell me what's the word and we gon' slide on, guys. Me and bros keep. Don't approach me if you ain't got no love for me.
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Looking at the last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a win against the Indiana Pacers. A 3-point win in that one. Always nice to come out on top in a close game.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
Well, efficiency is critical. I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
Now the starting group for Baltimore. We've got Jalen Brunson. Horford is out there with Anunoby. Then there's Hernan-Gomez. And it's Solomon in at the 2-guard spot. It's stolen by Hernan-Gomez. Fires it up. And he hits the jump shot.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And a deep three from Curry. Ball's knocked loose. Fires for three. Hits.
Your Cavaliers
Barons lead by 2. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you guys think here about Baltimore in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Oladipo is out there at Curry. Then there's Taylor Horton-Tucker. And it's Nance. And it's Vezenkov in at the 4 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Good on the bucket. Here's Oladipo. Cloak loose. And they're moving it up. There's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul.
Great defense there. Anticipated the play. They got there first.
Man, not afraid to put his body on the line. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Looking at who's out there now for Baltimore. Hernangomez comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Horford in for Terrence Mann. Solomon with the bucket.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, your Cavaliers 3, the away team 14.
And so it's Baltimore holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Well, for Baltimore. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
They come out
And that's a...
And with the big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback. One side trying to protect their lead. Boss with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Setting the floor for the Barons.
Horford
is out there with OG Anunoby.
Jalen Brunson.
Then there's Hernangomez. Then there's Boss.
Foul.
And it's Brunson in at the point guard position. Here's Curry. Baltimore with the rebound.
Boy, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Here's Solomon. And Baltimore hits again from deep.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
That's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Larry Nance is checked in for the Cavaliers. Oladipo comes in for Curry. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Baltimore. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Off target with the open look. And it's sent back by Horford.
Horford doing a nice job that time using his length to get that shot block.
3 points.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score.
Their game plan has been perfect.
And so it's Baltimore in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Taylor Horton-Tucker. Victor Oladipo is out there with Porter. And it's Vezenkov in at the 4-man position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Cleveland with the ball. Left side, Porter. And finished off by Porter.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
One shot.
Yeah, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Valanciunas is checked in for the Cavaliers. Curry comes in for Porter. And then for the Barons, Kaminsky is checked in for OG Anunoby. Mann comes in for Boss. And it's Payne in for Jalen Brunson. Baltimore with the ball. And it's out of bounds. Play Sanders last touch by Kaminsky.
Substitution on the court.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Curry against Brunson. Swiped away. And it's Baltimore on the break. A three ball. Solomon with the bucket.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Jalen Brunson.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, you're stacking up threes the way he is. He's doing all his work from behind the arc.
A big thank you to everyone for being a part of tonight's game.
To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Ey, ¿sabes qué va? Si tiene el parental, te lo dije que me hacía millón entre los 30. Mi Spotify factura, más que un kiosco lenta. No te das cuenta, todos los premios tienen mi nombre como café de Starbucks. Yo no uso Travis, yo ando con las babos, los dolores de cabeza me hacen más fuerte side dog. Yo no ando con una side, yo ando con una side, por si acaso. Nah, yo no soy títere, mi amor, no me hagas caso. A mi mail le prometí a los 15 que jamás me iba a buscar un caso. Solté la libre y me fui a conquistar el mundo. Ni en el maratón del pavo me gustaba ser segundo. Pudiera estar rapeando de temas profundos, pero llegan los